All right, good to have you back. Good day, and hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to take a look at chord scales once again out of my Triads and Inversions book, which you can pick up on Amazon. Link is in the description. I'm shooting videos throughout that entire book, so you can use videos to go with the book. And that is if you want to learn your fretboard. The best way to do it is triads and inversions. What is a triad? A triad is a three-note chord, as you can see here on the top diagram. There's a C major chord. We get those notes out of a C major scale, and when we invert that chord, we take the bottom note and put it to the top, an octave higher. So now instead of being a Ceg, it's an EGC. And instead of being the next inversion, an EGC, it's now become a GCE because we've taken the bottom note and put it to the top. So that's how, simply put, how triads invert. Okay, and that's exactly what's written here, what I just played. Now, what we're going to look at today is if I went across the entire fretboard in root position, we would have C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, you know, this chord scale with the root on the bottom. So that's a chord scale, and the root is on the bottom. So each one of those chords is in root position. But today what we want to look at is the chords in first inversion. So in each case, we've got the third of the chord in the bottom voice. The first chord, C, would start with an E, G, and a C, and then the D minor chord would be an F, an A, and a D on top. So the root of the chord, the naming note of each of the chords, is going to now be in the top voice. Okay, I hope you understand that. So the chords that we're going to be playing across the fretboard are C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and B diminished. Those are the chords in a major scale. All right, and here's the fretboard. The first chord. Well, the first thing we're going to do is the string set 1. String set 1 meaning strings 1, 2, and 3 in a string set. If we play that first string set like this, that's an E minor chord. It's a first inversion E minor chord. The E, if we took it down to the bottom, you know, you can probably see it easier, but we're not talking about seeing, we're talking about hearing. So G, B, and E gives us an E minor, and then A, C, and F, F chord, G chord, A minor chord, B diminished, C, D minor, E minor, the chord that we started with, right? Let's do that one more time. All in triads. Okay, and the reason we're starting with E minor is just because we don't want to leave anything out, right? We want to fill up the top 3 strings. You could go higher if you want on the little fretboard beyond the 12th fret. All you would be doing is playing that little fretboard up in the stratosphere, right? Okay, cool. I'm sure you understand that. This is the notation. This is actually what you're playing the way it would be written in notation. The chords, the chord names, and the chord numbers, 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, and so on. Okay, good. Now if we move to the second string set, Here we have a C major chord in first inversion again. These are all first inversion chords: C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C major. In each case, listen to the, I'm just going to play the top root notes. I've just got a C major scale. Keep in mind that all of these chords are a result of the harmonization of a single scale, a single diatonic scale, C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And strings 3, 4, and 5. String set 3. So here we have a G, a B, and a D. So this would be, well, all I have to do is look at the top note, and I know it's a G, and I know the G chord is a major chord. G major, A minor, and B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major. Okay, it starts to get a little darker down here, but it's not bad. You know, it's still pretty useful when you're using this stuff in a musical context. You know, the inversions that are in, you know, in these middle positions and top, you know, first and second string set, they really cut out in a mix, if you will. Whereas the others tend to start to get in the way of the bass player if you're playing with a bass player. Okay, but they work. You know, it depends on sort of your own musical discretion. And so here we have a D, F, A, and that would be a D minor chord, first inversion, and then E minor, and F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and then back down. Okay. Yeah, all right. So that'll give you an idea. As I said at the top, we have covered in, I think, 7 videos before this, moving through the start was just C major triads, working them up and down the fretboard, right? In on the 4 string sets. Then the F major triads on the 4 string sets, then F minor, which produced a nice chord progression of C, F, F minor, right? And then we went to the G7 chord and eliminated the 5th and extrapolated that all over the fretboard. And now we're working our way through chord scales, harmonizations of the scale with the chords that result, and those inversions, namely for root position, first and second inversion, up and down the fretboard in all positions. Every single one of these chords is going to repeat itself in all keys, right? And that means the fingerings as well. So you're not just learning how to play in one key, This could be the key of D, it could be the key of G, it could be the key of E flat. Yes, you're going to move them around. They'll be in different positions, but you'll be using those same voicings over and over and over again. So the more you become familiar with them, the better. It's a pretty limited way of playing. You know, if you're this kind of thing down here, it has its place. It's all very good. But if you want to move away from that, or from this, those kind of things, or from this, triads is probably the next place you want to go if you want to really start to explore the deeper nuances of this lovely instrument. Make sure to check out my book on Amazon, and also check out the rest of the videos that I've shot in this series if you want to learn how to play chords on the guitar. Okay, thanks. See you soon.